Well, hey folks, Curt Miller from East Mountain Cowboy Church in Edgewood, New Mexico. Well, I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and I want to wish you a Happy New Year. 2020 has been just a crazy year. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of confusion, a lot of anger, a lot of worry, a lot of loneliness, a lot of death. Sometimes we don't have answers for things, and sometimes we do. And right now with this COVID thing, there's so much going on that we don't know, and there's so many things that are not trustworthy, so many things that are causing confusion. We just wrapped up a series on the book of Revelations today called The End of the Story. Basically, it's taken us about 8-9 months to walk through that series and go through the book of Revelations. And my hope and goal in doing the series on Revelations was that people would understand that it's not a scary book and it's not a confusing book, and there's plenty of life application to us. And so if you are one of our viewers or attenders, I hope it in some way touched your life. That's our goal, is to help you get closer to God or come to have a personal relationship. But next week we're going to start a new series called How Do We Live in These Times? I looked up the number one need of COVID and the effects of COVID, and loneliness topped the list. And the second one that concerns me is that they're saying we have no clue what this thing is going to do on the back end when it comes to not the physical side, but the emotional side. The projections on people with PTSD are off the charts. Our world's going to change. People have been conditioned and learned to stay at home. They're afraid to go out and get themselves sick or get somebody else sick because they carry the guilt of it. Everything that's going on, in my opinion, is causing us to be reduced to what God created us to do. So I hope you join us for the next series on how do we live in these days. The first series, we're going to talk about what's the church's role and responsibility. There's been a lot of chaos and confusion about churches staying open and shutting down. And I guess churches and leadership have to, make the decision if they're going to stay open or shut down. And so many have shut down, which I personally disagree with 100%. I don't think there's a biblical foundation for shutting the church down. The excuse is that we want to show love to our neighbors. Well, who shows love to somebody that you can't see? How do you show love to somebody that's scared, in need, lost their job, needs food, needs clothes for the babies? If the church is shut down, we have seen amazing things happen during this COVID situation by not shutting our church down. And as a church, we are 100% on board. We've grown during this time. Our finances have just exploded. We've been able to do things that we would not have done based on the numbers that we had before COVID. It's just been a crazy thing to see the amount of visitors that have come in. And our goal is to offer hope, to offer answers, to offer things that are tangible and real that you can carry through this unprecedented time. So hey, check us out on Facebook. Today we had a little conflict. It looked like the demons were in all of our technology. Our projector went down, our cameras went down, our computers went down, our feed to live stream went down. But those things happen, so it will be posted on our page, our Facebook page, and you can go check out today's messages. We finished the book of Revelation called The End of the Story. Well, today the end of the story was awesome. It's all about Jesus. So we hope you benefited from it. We'd love to have you check us out. For those that watch us through live streaming, thank you so much for being a part of our church. It humbles us that you take the time to do that. This next series, I believe, is going to be exciting. I'm really studying to find those golden nuggets in the Word of God that will give you something that you can grasp on and have some hope. Because right now, there's so much stuff that's being said and done that gives us the reason not to have hope. And who knows what next year is going to bring. But whatever it brings, here's what I know, and I'll leave you with this. God is for you all the time. Adios.